You may have wanted first, but gotta be quicker than that. I mean, come on, Kuma. Don't say she's fine, Kuma. She'll take it the wrong way. She'll let it get to her head. No, I'm just kidding. How is everyone doing tonight? We're back with 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 times that I've... Is it possible to at Corvatus and make him do things? Like what? Because you can tag Corvatus, but he doesn't currently have any directives besides handling the point system. And previously he was the person that called out ads before Twitch added their own little ad thing, and I didn't have to worry about it anymore. I am unmuted, right? Okay, yeah. I was like, did I forget to unmute myself? Okay, no, see, you have to be, Kuma. You have to be the owner. You have to be on the Zenix Prime Twitch channel in order to do that. Corvatus just puts in the command, though. Stream Elements is the one that handles the actual points. So you would have to copy the command that Corvatus puts in, as opposed to the reply that Stream Elements does. You were really hoping you hacked the system. Would it make you feel better if I told you you did, and that you were actually at 69 firsts right now? Would it make you feel better? It would be a lie, but would it make you feel better? Ah, Rozu, how nice. Oh hey, speaking of which, I don't know if if this bounty has already been completed, but there's currently a bounty out for Alistair's stream to gift 5 subs for him to put a picture of an actual real life cow that we saw today as one of the one of the emotes in his channel. She called me fine. Yeah, see, you gotta be careful when you're talking to Rozu. She's my daughter through and through. She will find a way. Let's get started with this game. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, we found the key. Yeah, we got the Mars key. Yes, it unlocked. Good. Oh yeah, this is Lotus, by the way, Kuma, or as Rozu calls her, mommy. So, enjoy that. How's that volume on the game? Yeah, that's fine. Maybe a little bit louder. Yeah, that should be good. Good, now we can get going. Oh, this is Santa. Yeah, Lotus looks great, but I'm a bigger fan of... Oh no. I forgot all of the characters' names. June, but her actual name is Akane. Because she's a childhood friend. She's adorable, I love her. We don't have any reason to go back there, Junpei. Come on. Except for June. She's in there still. She didn't come out. Oh, there she is. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. This reminds me of that great... Yeah, same vibe. Alright, let's go. You found it. I forgot. That's how it presents it. They step through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
You found it, yeah.
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
They took hold and shook, but it refused to move.
Look over here!
Nearby was a pair of elevators.
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. It's a kitchen. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
You found it. Gives me the same vibes as the I did it messages in Dark Souls. Lotus is so mean, she could probably beat the fuck out of me, Smash. Jesus Christ. Apparently Lotus is actually a literal mother, but I don't know who she's a mother of. Yes, Senix is here. This is actually Senix's channel. I don't know if you knew that, Big Sword Boy. How are we daughter and father? I don't understand. I like June more, honestly. Santa did not look pleased.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Both would love to get the shit beat out of you by pretty women. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Oh, listen, a man can dream.
Yeah, I know. Still.
As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until at last she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
But don't we need a key for that?
No good.
Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Why were those lines not voiced, but then this was? Ah, yes, the JPEG of the map that we have. Trying to get through her door. What? Who are you again in the game? I'm Junpei. And not, hold on. Image, okay. Browse. And not that Junpei. Different Junpei. Unrelated. Sorry, you meant Kabachi, yeah. As he did.
Hey!
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away from him. What a bitch.
Let me see that.
She ran her finger across it, muttering to herself.
See? Look.
Yes, hold your horses.
Junpei did as he was told. Good.
What did you figure out?
Santa and June moved over to look at the map as
This
well.
is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
What are we looking at? Where the fuck? Is this just supposed to... No. Okay, wait. Yeah, if we come out there. Okay, yeah. Because the double doors must have been somewhere down there. This is the hallway that we went through. These were the two rooms that we could go in. And then this was the door at the end of the hallway, I assume. And this is the grate that we're talking about. These must be the elevators. I wish it would be that map. Pixels. I assure you this Junpei is quite punchable as well. But mainly just because his voice reminds me of someone I don't like. With her finger, Lotus traced a path on the map. Call me a map, because...
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
I wish I was that map. Real.
There
real
we
as
go.
fuck.
Here, you can have it back.
No. Keep the map. Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei. Listen, you can fold the map, but don't give me to Junpei.
Thanks.
I mean, give the map. He took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
Holy shit, June.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
Hold on. Let me look up a picture of Junpei from this game. Copy image. Well, let me just paste. No, of course it won't. Why would it let me do that? Save image. Where the fuck did you just save that to? Why did you save it there? Also, why are we so insistent on WebP when it doesn't fucking work? Why is everyone in this frame hot? Real as fuck. Here we go. We are this Junpei. Hey guys, my name's Junpei. I got nothing. I got nothing. Also, it's because these are like the two hottest characters in the game, Kuma. I guess Ace is kind of good looking. And then, oh god, what is her name? Obviously, I like June. There's another character that I think is like cute, but in a like, aw, pat, like.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Let's just split up and search for clues, gang.
Okay.
Oh. Seek a way out. So the you found it is you found the way out. A countertop. We've got a rolling pin and a colander. Nothing useful, in other words. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. That's... Okay. Well, excuse me, princess. Call me an appetizer, because I'm about to come on a square plate. What? A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. That seems important for later. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. Flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? Partition. There's nothing special about it. I think there are 15 of these plates. Question, what game is this about? Actually, G-Man's a really great person to ask that. Yeah, it's basically Saw. You're trapped on the Titanic, except it's not actually the Titanic, except maybe it is. And you have to escape. There's a whole thing with numbers, so everyone's been assigned a number, and there's mathematics to it that I could explain, or you could just watch. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They just look like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. Joke's on you, Lotus. I don't take lady out to dinner. I get drugged by random people with a gas mask in my apartment and put into a fucking cruise liner. I feel sorry for June. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Ah, you really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. It's a tank with a pipe coming out of it. Nothing really that special about it. Kind of far away. I can't really tell, but is that a ladle? I don't really think a ladle is going to be very useful. You never know when a ladle might be useful. Oh. There's a voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on this table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F on the voucher. And the plates are 9 appetizer, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And hexadecimal is... Listen, if I gotta prep my meat for her, then... Sorry. It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. The base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, D equals 13, E equals 14, F equals 15, and 10 equals 16. The 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added onto the normal number system after 9. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. There's just A through F is 10 to 15, and then 10 is 16. I think I get it. There are 9 plates for appreciators. 9 is 9 even in hexadecimal and decimal. There are 10 soup plates. 10 is A in hexadecimal. There are 15 of these seafood plates. It says F on the voucher. Is F 15? Yeah. Okay, do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I do. Alright then, here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus F be in base 10? 24? Yeah, that's right. Good job, you're a fast learner. Please continue giving me affirmation. There are 15 of these seafood plates. It says F on the voucher. Yeah, that's 15. There are 16 meat plates. 16 is written as 10. That is nuts. Actually, yeah, this is like the whole thing about this game is that it's very like dense in mathematics and theory. So they talked about Robert Sheldrake earlier and the theory of like, oh god, tonal resonance, or not tonal resonance, hold on. Morphic resonance, which is this idea of basically like a shared knowledge, but not exactly. 9 plates, 10 plates, 15 plates, 16 plates, 9, 10, 15, 16. Let's try it. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Hey Junpei, why don't we try entering the numbers we found on the voucher earlier? The one that said appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F? Yes, convert the 10A and an F to base 10. It's worth a shot. No dice. Looks like that's too many numbers. This isn't what I paid. A homo resonance. I said tonal resonance. Thanks. I know how to count in hexadecimal. I imagine food is put here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out to customers. But something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? Yeah, we got to that part already, buddy. 9 plates, 10 plates, 15 plates, 16. 9, 10, 15, 16. I don't think that's it. Homo resonance. Alright, if you insist. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Actually, probably not. Spending a day off with June. Drinking tea? Could such a day ever happen for me? Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. But what's the there's a paper on there's a paper, but you can see that there's a fucking paper under it, Jumpy. It's a lot of notes. They've got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. What do you know, Silver? The hedgehog? There's some bottles of seasoning in here. Only a partition, there's nothing else. Yeah, it's because I misclicked. What I've got here is a pot and a frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of an idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the DEAD? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? I'll kill myself tonight. Maybe this table's for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. A sink. It's still got water in it. There's a couple of plates in there, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. I got a whetstone. Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and a collar under here. Nothing useful. Is that the same countertop? Alright, it's going. Do you think this is all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kind of hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. Wonder what this drawer is. You see the metal grate on top of the grill? They make it like that so that the fat and juices can drip off the meat while it cooks. Yeah, we have one of these at work. No, I said why so serious. Looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't. I already checked. It's sealed shut. I think that's where the coal goes. It's a grill. There's some coals down here. They're bright red. I didn't think using the whetstone was gonna work, but that's the exit. There's a big old iron plate over the door. I don't think we can open it. Hey Santa, could you open that door please? The hell, there's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live enough to see that door open. This has got the two of them on edge. We gotta get out of here and fast. I have a whetstone, but no knife. Trash can, there's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen, lady, I did you a favor. I knew you'd just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my, I don't recall asking you to do anything. I ought to throttle you. Excuse me. Does it feel colder in here? Why don't you insult me? I'm pretty useless. Throttle. Yeah, throttle as in choke. Hot. I mean, so messed up. That's really messed up. It's kind of hot though. It's kind of hot though. It's kind of hot though. That's all I'm saying. Oh, okay. We got cheese. There's a bottle behind that one. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? All right, guys, time to move. What is happening? Time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Bottle of oil. Wait, is there anything on the whetstone? I didn't check. No, okay, there's not. There are a number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese, the most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut up in the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. But it's really Gouda! Guys, I found a rusty knife. Is Gouda the most famous Dutch cheese? Is it even Dutch? Xanax, kill yourself. Oh, yeah, because I made the Gouda joke? Yeah, you're welcome. Is Gouda Dutch? Yes, Gouda is a Dutch cheese. That's part of the country's long history of cheesemaking, which dates back to the Middle Ages. The name comes from the famous Gouda cheese market, which originated in the 14th century. Gouda is a semi-soft to semi-firm, creamy, yellow cheese made from pasteurized, skimmed cow's milk and is one of the most popular and produced cheeses in the world. Nuh-uh, cheddar.
I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
The knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be of much use the way it was.
It's futile.
It's futile. What fucking etymology lesson are we going to learn today?
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Me? Am I a waste, useless, and pointless, June?
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh?
So we see that God's word is for everyone, and now that her song is done, we'll take a look. I don't know, that just felt appropriate for the moment. She wasn't making much sense. Yeah, I mean, no one's been making sense for the last 30 minutes. Junpei tried rephrasing his
Why were
question.
you thinking about futility?
Alas,
Well,
she
it
answered.
has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yeah, you know the boat we're on, Junpei.
Yep.
This is the Titanic, by the way. This is a model of the Titanic, at the very least, that we are the Nonary games are taking place on.
Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Oh, are we about to talk about the book about the Titan, the unsinkable ship called the Titan, that was made like 9 years before the ship set sail? We're gonna say no so that she'll explain it.
No, I haven't. What is it?
In 1892,
Oh, 14 years.
years before the Titanic, a novel was published. It was called Futility.
It was not called Futility. It was called The Titan. I'm fairly certain of that. Futility novel. Futility or The Wreck of the Titan. Okay. Usually June drops the facts, but this time it's the streamer that has additional info.
It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson.
I hate when people have first names in.
The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself, and the cause and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen.
I think probably it was just a time traveler, June. We have those.
This book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were 2 other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead.
First name, Stead.
Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
June, don't get all weird. It was just a time traveler. June believes in curses too, which honestly, like, probably. I don't know. She was like, I think the Titanic was cursed. And I'm like, that's awful to say about a tragedy. But, I mean, yeah, maybe. You're probably right. I don't know what they did to deserve it, but probably.
Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but
So it's 2 time travelers.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers?
Again, he's just a time traveler, June. This is
To be
normal.
more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What does that mean? They didn't invent ChatGPT until like a billion jillion years later. It was like 143 years later, but hold on. What did she say? 1886 plus 135. Oh my god, I actually got that spot on. 2021. That was when ChatGPT first opened, if I remember correctly. No, actually, I think it was 2022. I think it was the end of 2022. Damn it. I was 1 year off. Sue me. Don't actually sue me. That's not legal advice.
Automatic writing?
Autistic
Wait,
writing.
Are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Oh, ghost writing. Are you here? Show us a sign.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
Junpei. She's cute. Listen to her. No, I'm just kidding. Time traveler is way more probable than automatic writing.
But Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Yeah, I just said that so you sleep. No,
Come
I'm
on,
just
that's
kidding.
totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic.
Junpei let her hyperfixate. Truly. A load of bull. Everyone knows it's time travelers. Yeah, it's common knowledge that it's time
When this
travelers.
dead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
It was a time traveling ghost, guys.
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What? What do you mean he was doing the... What the fuck do you... What? What? What the... What? The fuck do you mean he was doing... He was the one that wrote it when he was alive! What the fuck do you mean? Yeah, snap back to reality, please. Oh.
What are you smoking?
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic.
Okay. He was a passenger on the Titanic. I'm gonna pack a bull, man. It goes so well with how weird this game gets.
He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes
In
20
advance.
years before it happened.
So it is in fact a time traveling ghost. Because like my understanding is that like a ghost still exists after the time that the body has died, in like the general understanding of spirits and that kind of thing. Like a ghost can't go, like a ghost doesn't suddenly exist across all time. And even though it's like perception of time as it passes will change, especially as it ages as a ghost, like it would still only exist after the time that their body died. That's my understanding. So you are literally talking about time traveling ghosts. And I think they made a whole movie about that. It's called Jumper. No, actually it's not. What is it called? I don't know. He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd, but she's cute. No, if he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad.
Well,
Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Her voice trailed off and she glanced at the floor, troubled. Ah.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. We got a thing! Oh, there's a little seam in that texture there. I'm sure that won't be a problem later. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I think it'd be a pretty sight. So much stuff in here, a whole lot of cans. There's probably a pantry. We're done hotboxing the cheese room with June. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. Blade the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. So what was the oil for? I'm pretty sure we're supposed to oil it. Now it's smoked Gouda. That is a good one. I like that. Hell yeah, guys. We have a knife now. How does that fucking help us? Hold is rusted in place. It won't budge. Maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey! Just a little bit of oil and come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa, ha, yes, got you, you little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. Oh, it's the freezers. Junpei walked in the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body
It's
heat.
cold in here. What is this place?
So you guys are a little bit behind then, because yeah, I just did lubricate something. So smart with that lube. I'd like to be smart with the
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Well, that's what you get for not wearing a fucking jacket, you idiot. Hardly surprising, the freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was in an even worse situation.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me.
I love when they animate her. Not any particular reason for that. Santa's like my Hot Topic outfit coming back to bite
I'll
me.
freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
With that, she ran out of the room. As Liz left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver. Why the fuck do these people... Okay, he's named Santa... Okay. All of the characters have names based off of the number that they were assigned. Aside from Junpei, because June already said that Junpei was his name. Oh. So Ace was number 1. Snake is number 2, because it's Snake Eyes. Santa is number 3, because 3 in Japanese is San. Number 4 is Clover. Clover's the girl that's cute. So Clover is number 4, because 4-leaf clover. Junpei is number 5. June is number 6, because it's the 6th month. 7 is 7, because he's not very smart. Lotus is 8, because it's an 8-pointed flower. And then 9 was the 9th man, who never was assigned a name because he blew up almost immediately. His main goal was to blow up and act like he don't know nobody. He put a knife to Clover's neck and snuck through a door, but that set his bomb collar off, basically.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth
Huh?
when the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them. In unison, they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through was closed. Junpei rushed to the door.
Why did it suddenly close?
Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob.
Ah,
It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching
the
it was
knob's
painful.
frozen.
There's a hole in the pipe there.
But why?
They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured.
Looks like the pipe next to it broke, and
Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen it instantly. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door.
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
Thanks, why didn't you live it good enough? What? She wasted no time in responding.
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on.
Soon they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. There you go.
Mission failed. We'll get them next
There you
time.
go, Rosu. You got your. Then the grunting ceased, and they could hear light panting as if from exertion.
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
God, you fucking.
Oh.
God damn it.
Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. Reminder, this is what he's wearing. Hi guys, my name's Junpei. I'm wearing the heaviest clothes of any of them. I'm still feeling the cold. Woo! I'm sorry. Is this just gonna be a bit? Is this gonna be a bit for this now? I'm sorry. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies. Okay, they've been in here for like 45 seconds at most. I am in the freezer at work with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt for like 5 minutes. He's wearing a flannel and a vest and... Hold on. He's wearing a flannel, a hoodie vest, and then a puffer jacket vest on top of it. I mean, his legs are just out there, and he's not wearing any socks because he's kind of a foolish boy. Yeah, those are some stylish kicks. He's got the bisexual kicks. For real. On God. But, like... It's giving Pacific Northwest. True.
Anyway, let's find a way out.
God, skinny people are just awful. Like, I could just stand in a freezer for it's giving envy.
We're gonna be permanent residents.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it too, Kuma, but never noticed how biased kicks are. That's pretty great.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what you guys get for being the smallest possible.
Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
I would if you would get out of the fucking way. They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Dry ice.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
How? They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, okay, so it's like really fucking cold in here.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
We know.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
Okay, that was kind of cute.
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Jesus Christ. June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei
Come
told
on,
himself.
guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
It was really cute. And 3 is a crowd, but yeah. It's okay. Santa can freeze to death in the corner. Watch.
I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected. Junpei. It does seem rather odd.
It is kind of weird.
June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
So what if we put it in the pressure cooker?
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees, so why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
I'm glad that we're using Imperial, because I don't know the difference between 0 and 100. June replied with an answer that stunned both of them.
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Oh god, I think I know this. She's just talking about, like, liquid nitrogen? No, because liquid nitrogen is liquid.
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Water that freezes at 96 degrees. Jesus Christ. Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees. Jesus Christ. Junpei was cold as hell, but this was too interesting to ignore. He did his best to warm up by rubbing his arms and stamping his feet, then put the question
So what's
to
this
June.
ice with a melting point of 96 degrees
It's not
called?
water. That's literally the point. It's a different element.
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Oh man, that author must have been doing automatic writing and was possessed by his dead self to write about it, right, June? Ice 9 sounds like a 6 Momo rapper.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O.
A polymorph of H2O. So it's not
Here.
water.
Think of it like diamonds and graphite.
Why?
They're both made of carbon, right?
Yeah, they're both made of carbon and they have the fucking linkages that make them super strong. But that doesn't...
But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
hurt Vonnegut.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup.
I've heard that name before. Future Ghost giving past life self auto writing premonition. Why am I not giving myself auto writing right now to figure out how the fuck to get out of here?
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150
No.
years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it, but whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920,
Why do
some
you know
glycerin
this?
on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds.
Seeds.
Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance.
Okay,
With
I
a seed
understand.
crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy.
She said that like the crystallization of glycerin is a common topic around the dinner table. Yeah, like... Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
That sounds like morphic resonance or spooky action at a distance. Is that the right term? Hold on. Spooky action at a distance. Yeah, quantum entanglement. That's an Einstein thing,
And it didn't end there.
or at least the scientific journals wrote about it.
After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is.
Spooky action from a distance is the technical term. The technical term is quantum entanglement, but Albert Einstein called it spooky action at a distance.
All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... How do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Junpei was honestly impressed. It was, in fact, a pretty interesting
Wow,
story.
That's pretty interesting.
Isn't
But,
quantum entanglement what the Smiths have going on in their marriage? No. They're just swingers.
what does that have to do with Ice 9?
He was surprised. It was Santa and not June who answered.
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad.
So, are you saying that ice is just suddenly not ice anymore? Or what? We're spookily turning ice into water. It's spooky.
If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world.
Yeah, literally. Junpei felt that Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with the proper concern. Junpei should shut the fuck up.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
He was right. Junpei shivered.
Alright, guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic.
We're spookily turning ice into water. No, we're not melting ice. We're spookily making ice that should just be ice water. Well, actually, no, it's the other way. We're spookily turning water into ice. Because we're taking water that should just be water and suddenly it's ice.
I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore.
I'm going to continue
Seriously,
scrolling around.
I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland.
Actually, Iceland is the warmer one. Greenland is the snowy one.
I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't
Selfish,
affecting him.
isn't he?
Still, Santa was right, and it was high time they got back to their
Ice Nine
search.
is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. June has this look on her face constantly, like she wants to bring something up, but she's afraid that you're not going to be interested in it, and that hits my heart. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid, I can't flip it over. Cover, it's frozen in place, I can't get it off. There's water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and frozen in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Like 96 degrees? This thing's frozen solid. This pork? Yeah, seems like it. What's this thing? It looks like a tag or something. Wow, that is texturing. June likes you. That's the look. She wants to confess her love, but is afraid. No, because like we were in a bedroom earlier, and like just all of the sudden out of the blue, she like made some comment that actually I wonder if I can go back. Oh no. This is not what I wanted.
I thought.
Oh no.
We should talk
How
it
do I
through.
how do I
Talking won't you really only
how do I fix this?
There's only one way for us to proceed.
Do I have to Oh no.
Huh, another halt?
It's not.
Damn it.
Look over.
Yeah, but I went back like
cool.
genuinely like 5 hours
That
of
leaves-
gameplay.
well,
Yeah.
Sure
So-
did well then.
Alright.
We gotta skip this forward.
Oh.
Come on.
What were you?
Isn't it the exit? Yeah.
If we can.
Anyway, let.
What's the
God, I
Huh?
forgot how long
It's a
this
map of the
cutscene is.
D-Deck.
Let.
Yes?
What did you?
this?
See,
How?
there we.
There's a card.
And that?
That seems.
Alright, let's get moving.
Okay.
Seek a way out. Wait, that's the map scene. Yeah, I know you want to get touched by Lotus. Calm down. Partition. Listen, if you want to dream about her, just go look up Rule 34. Jesus Christ. Wait, where's the whetstone? Yeah, this game does have pretty good music. Got the oil. Grab the knife.
A rusty. I don't think.
It's futile.
Futile.
Have you ever heard the story that the
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch.
Yeah, that's the title. It was written, but
I know. I mean, the story.
Yeah.
Well,
oh,
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after
Oh.
it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
but the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Really. There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
For a moment, June looked very unhappy, more so than Junpei thought was normal for such a discussion. It lasted only a moment. With no apparent reason, she suddenly looked at Elsa alarmed. Did going back in time just change shit? I answered a different question. I answered differently. I said that I knew about it instead of saying that I didn't know about it.
That wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep, there were both of them. One instead in one, two.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit ice.
Right.
Hmm?
But to be.
What? Are you?
Yes,
Did we just do some automatic? Basically,
What
yeah.
do you mean?
but Jumpy,
Come on, that's okay. These guys. When this so.
that's not.
What's not?
This is the same conversation. though.
Will he just wanted?
Well. Come on.
Woohoo! Waho! Maybe you'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife, and then CW will yell at me. I'm gonna use this to slit my fucking wrists. Jesus Christ. I think I made a suicide joke the last time. Is there anything I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Alright, it's going. Do you think this is all Pleasure Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. Okay. Alright, let's go gambling. I can't take it because it's stuck. Oh, dang it. What? It's good it being spooky water ice version because it's the same conversation. It doesn't change. Okay, okay. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. You know what, let's go with the same answers for this part. Yeah, I did find the fast forward option. Basically, she just, like, implies that we would be in bed together. There's some frozen meat up there. It looks like pork. Huh? What's this? It looks like a tag or something. Yeah, we got our chunk of pork. Everything's frozen in here. It doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. Water dripping from this pipe. Water seems almost warm. Am I supposed to combine the dry ice and the... all this future knowledge and we didn't use it. Yeah. Oh, what about the large hatch in the middle of the room? We got a sturdy rope. That'll come in use later. So much stuff in here. Why don't we take some of it out? Oh, but there isn't anything else here that looks useful. Hey, Junpei, didn't you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah, there's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice. What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? It would explode. I think. Aw, dang it. 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 Let's start off by putting the dry ice into the water bottle, but the dry ice is too big. We gotta figure out a way to make it smaller then, don't you, genius? Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Thing's covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. Covered. It's frozen in place and I can't get it off. Am I missing something? No, I'm not. I don't think. Oh, I got some frozen chicken. That's good. That was important. I'm glad I got that. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. Why do you say that like we didn't already try that? I don't know. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. I'm lost as fuck. What? What? No. No. What? Why? What? Why? I have a knife! I have a knife! Why did I need to use a chicken wing to break the ice? What the fuck do you mean? Oh! Oh, you hurt my head so much, Pop. What? What does that mean? I can't do it anymore. Why are we here? Why? I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Water bottle with dry ice in it. It still looks like it's full of cum. Okay, storm water flowing out of the pipe. There's ice surrounding the doorknob. Not yet, Junpei. We're not gonna get the result we want unless you can hook that bottle to the doorknob somehow. It's gotta explode right next to the ice on the doorknob. We need to figure out a way to attach the... I have a plan. Let's just tie a rope on here. Some water bottle bomb. Going to VC. I'm so mad. Okay, what VC do you want? Do you want to just call me? Yeah, just call me. I sat on a cat. I'm so sorry. You should be sorry. You have to give that cat extra love just for that. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Truly, why update now? What is up, gamer?
Hold on.
Okay, I
All
can hear you now.
is updating because I ran to my computer because I'm so fucking mad. So I'll let you know when I can hear you. But
Okay. Oh, dang
okay.
it.
Oh, dang it.
Chicken beat dry ice
Yeah, beat the
But
dry ice with the chicken wing.
knife.
Rather than use knife. And it expended the chicken wing. So I can't
I
even
heard you
eat
for
that
a second
shit.
and then I lost you. I'm so sorry.
What?
What is going on here? Hold on. Let me see if I can hear myself through the stream.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Oh dang it. Okay, I heard that.
Okay.
It's just so it's so delayed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I just wanted to come on here and verbally just like how how does chicken beat dry ice?
I don't know, but I think it's an experiment we'll have to do. Yeah, we'll have to find some time and do an experiment. Which is better at destroying dry ice, knife or chicken wing? I don't know if you still can't hear me on
Yeah,
Discord.
we'll have to experiment. Okay, I can't. Um I have to hear you through the stream which has a delay. But
Oh,
yeah, we'll do an experiment sometime. I'm gonna head out because my computer is completely broken.
okay. Bye. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully.
Okay, thanks for having me and my rant. Bye.
Yeah, this has been our guest, our special guest, the Kawaii Kuma. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near
Put
the
water
door.
into the bottle with dry ice and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. All right, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
Yeah, all those rocks I have in
A
my
small
pocket.
rock. Huh. A
He didn't even
small rock.
say a small rock. Junpei looked down at the floor. Scattered across it were pieces of dry ice left over from the larger chunk he'd crushed earlier.
All right, this ought to do the trick.
He pulled his sleeve down over his hand to keep from getting burned. Yeah, dry ice burns your skin, by the way. And grabbed a chunk of dry
some
ice.
Dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
The chunk he crushed with that. Yeah, I'm mad again too. It's a pretty good size, about as big as a pool
All right,
ball.
guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Well, Santa and June looked at him with
Where
new
exactly
concern.
do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
The hatch in the floor.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Or is he gonna say in there? Junpei pulled open the door of the small cellar. Yeah.
Come on, get inside, quick.
Santa and June nodded and jumped down into the hole. Junpei quickly followed. In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide, even through his sleeve. He tightened his grip, took aim, and prepared to throw.
All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're
What?
counting the wrong way.
Is he count? Hold on. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is, well, that would just be...
Oh, oops.
Oops. Oops.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time.
I
You
don't-
guys ready?
That wasn't a joke. There was no joke. It wasn't a joke. What do you mean that was a sad excuse for a joke? There wasn't a punchline. Fucking swear to God.
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn
fucking
thing.
Santa and I have had so many moments where we're just on the exact same wavelength.
All right, here I go.
Here I go again on my own.
3, 2, 1.
Junpei threw the chunk of dry ice as hard as he could, and he missed. With the same motion, he ducked down into the cellar with Santa and June just as... This is the world where chicken is the strongest material on Earth, and jokes don't need punchlines. Hey, it's only frozen chicken. Junpei leapt out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. You don't have
Blast
to
must
hide.
shattered it.
Yes. All right, let's see if it.
Junpei grabbed the knob and pushed with all his might. The door gave way easily, and all 3 of them tumbled out of the freezer at
Hooray!
once.
We're out!
June, relieved, collapsed onto the
Move.
Move! Santa Claus shoved past Junpei and ran straight to the grill, which he immediately grabbed.
Oh, god damn it!
You fucking idiot! He proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing
Well,
fit
you
of
did
rage.
just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Took Junpei only a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest. Can I be the what?
Welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
Oh, it's not showing her. Damn. Ah, yeah. The great yawn, Lotus lowered herself off of the counter. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked out toward
What
her.
were you doing?
There wasn't anything she could do. This is the only time I'm gonna take her
What
side.
do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die.
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could.
It's a good thing you've got great tits, because you've got a terrible personality. Now get back on the counter.
I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door, but I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
You have a phone? It was true that there wasn't much she could have done, but something about her tone, Junpei
Fine.
gritted his teeth.
But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
Wait, what? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closing.
If she had really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer.
Junpei swallowed his anger, did his best to apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, I almost clicked the stop streaming button. That wouldn't have been good.
Oh, yes, well, that's all right. As long as you understand.
I'm glad I don't have an eye tracker. His vengeance against the Grow complete, Santa swaggered back towards Junpei and Lotus.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
She doesn't even have a fat ass, dude. She's like not even like slim curvy. She's just like small and has large breasts.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Also, I'm sorry, but like I can trace lines in my head, and this is already too low. So, did we learn anything? Did we get anything new? We got a chunk of pork. This is a frozen piece of pork. Hey, what's that? It looks like there's a piece of paper inside it. Try to pull it out, it might tear. Maybe you can melt it if you put it on something warm. Something warm, something warm. Oh yeah, didn't someone burn themselves on something earlier? Shut the fuck up. Guess I'll put the meat on the grill. Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, isn't it? You just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, look at this, it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm... Ouch. See, I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So we're going to have to cut the meat? Yeah, it looks that way. Man, if only we didn't have a sharpened knife. Yeah, her whole hoo-ha should just be out if we follow anatomy. Yeah. Man, it's too bad we don't have that frozen chicken wing, the strongest material known to man. We could just obliterate the meat entirely, and then we'd be left with only the paper. Yes, I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. C plus 10F. Okay, so it started at 9. Yeah, it started at 9. So, or it started after 9. Technically, yeah. So C would be 12, right? Yeah, 12 plus 10 plus F is 15. 12 plus 10 plus 15. Man, this pork smells good. Just take it. Oh, it's just 1. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we enter the right number. Maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Alright, let's give it a shot. Just punching in random numbers, aren't you? If you just enter it like it said in the hint. Ah, shut up. Just shut up. Is it literally just 37? Remember, the paper we found on the pork said C plus 10 plus F. There aren't any letters on the input device though. What does that mean? Maybe it's a hexadecimal number if we convert it to base 10. Am I misremembering hexadecimal? I wonder... Oh my god. C is 12. F is 15. Oh, wait. Right. 10 is 16. I keep forgetting about that. $43. Sounds like metal is falling. Well, I guess that went well. Yeah, the door opened. Good job, Jumpy. I got a Saturn key card. What? But Saturn was way back in the beginning. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. Oh, boogada boogada boo. Okay. You found it. Good job.
I think we've been here before.
Good job. You found it. You found it. Yeah, we've been here before. We literally had a whole discussion about the fucking map, dude. Oh my god. We literally, this was in stream like 20 minutes ago. Not even. Poke myself in the eye with my glasses. Okay, no, it's fine, Met a great stretch from wall to wall. Beyond it were two elevators in the entrance
The
to the
elevators
kitchen.
are over there, so that means...
So that means we're on the other side of the grate?
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
Listen, Lotus can teach me a lot of things. I don't think she can teach me how to... You can't volunteer as map. I'm already the map. You can be the table. No. Wait. I don't know. I give up on the metaphor. You can fuck Lotus too. I don't care.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes.
There.
Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D.
A and B go to the same place.
First, A and B.
D goes through another grate.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Bet that's a bathroom. Those look like urinals. Actually, no. Because that's a desk. What is this? Is it showers? No, it couldn't be
Yeah,
showers.
there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed.
Ah, so they came through while we
But
were
it's
in
open
the
now.
kitchen.
What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
All 4 looked at the map. They all looked at the staircase, its lazy curve leading down deeper into the
Route D
ship.
then.
D it is.
Yup.
Then we're set.
I'm glad we all chose the D. They jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
Water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like
At
a
least the
great
water
mirror.
level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C deck.
What else is here?
Deck.
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs, just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Actually,
Another
that's the
strange mark.
middle. Is that Venus?
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol!
What do you mean it's Lotus's symbol?
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it.
Damn.
That seems like...
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Ouch, 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 ouch,
Yeah,
ouch,
that's
ouch.
deserved, buddy. Alyssa had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he heard a low growl coming from her throat. This is okay. This is maybe kind of hot. What?
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
Such violence. Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile. June
This is a
spoke up.
Mercury symbol.
Oh, it's Mercury. It kind of looks like Venus, but not.
The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Suddenly, I am envious of Junpei. Yeah, same.
Hermes, herpes, whatever.
Shut the fuck
If
up,
we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Yeah, I'm totally not envious of Junpei. I don't want Lotus to grab me by the hair and shake me violently and growl at me and... Yeah, they are very different things.
Whoa, there's so many doors.
We've been down a hallway at least once before, June. we have been down the hallway at least. We've been down at least one hallway in our time on this ship, let alone in the real world. You'll find there are many hallways. Have you ever been to a hotel? There's a lot of doors. They weren't sure how many, but certainly. Why is June suddenly really dumb? She just like is sometimes. Like, I love her, don't get me wrong, but like sometimes I just like, she just like everything falls out and she has to be like the resident stupid one for the writers to like convey something. They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be
Damn it.
discouraging.
If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I mean, most of them are probably
I
locked.
think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's not true, Junpei. These are cabins. You can take June into any one of them. No, I'm just kidding.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side.
Time to head back to the stairs.
To their right was
Now
a
the
small
right
hallway.
hallway.
Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led toward the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors. What are you talking about? There's 4 sets of double doors here, and then, like, a hallway over here.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt
It isn't
move.
locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found an unlocked door, he threw it open. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared by something one of these times. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. I swear to God.
What?
He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
The hell is this? This place is huge.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Is this a hospital?
He had at least been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room.
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey,
Infirmary?
look
Yeah,
there.
I guess
The
so.
4 doors at the end.
One says 3, one says 7, and one says 8, and the other one doesn't say shit on it. 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
So if 6 and 5 are added together, that's 11. That would make 2, so we wouldn't be able to go into 3. And then Santa is 3, actually. So he could go into 3 alone. Well, no, he couldn't, actually. because it's a minimum of 3 people, maximum of 5. Okay, so the numbered doors work by you have to each character has a wristband with a number on it. Their numbers are added together to create what's called a digital route. So right now we have Santa, who is 3. We have me, who is 5. We have June, who is 6, and then Lotus, who is 8. And there's a fun little digital route button here, but I'm going to explain how it actually works. So you would do 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8. 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8. Make 22. Digital routes are where you add all of the numbers together, and then when you get a multiple digit number, you split those digits and you add them together again until you get a single digit number. So the digital root is 4. So if I do 3, 5, 6, 8, and digital root it, it's 4. I typically try to do the math myself purely because I like to feel smart, but you don't have to. The rules for the doors, it's a minimum of 3 or a maximum of 5 people that have to scan their badges or their wristbands and go through the door. When you scan your wristband and you go through a door, you have 81 seconds to find something called the DEAD, which is the deactivation station, and scan your wristband at it, or it will set off a bomb that is in your stomach.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
So let's think real quick, right? Let me open Paint. Just regular ass Paint. All right, because I don't wanna draw on anything else. Then I'm going to put a little filter on top so that we don't have to see the white. Let me fill this with like a green color. So I can chroma key it real quick. Okay. There we go. And then we'll draw in blue. Where's my drawing tablet pen? There it is. Okay. So, there's 2 different paths that were taken by the people. We have 3, 5, 6, and 8. Which means they have 1, 2, 4, and 7. Is that visible on there? It straight up is not visible. There we go. Yeah. So, assuming that they didn't split up, we need to find the digital root of these. Also assuming that they went into this room as well, as it's an unlocked room. So 3, 11, 14, 5. Okay, so they couldn't have gone through any of these rooms, if I'm not mistaken. Let me... 1, 2, 4, 7. Unless they split up. So 7. You know there's an in-game calculator you can use. Yeah, I like doing the math myself, though. And plus, I was trying to illustrate a point at the same time. Also, hi, Veli. Fuck, where was I going with this? Okay, so 7 went into the 7 door. We removed 7 from the equation entirely. We'd have 1, 2, 4, which would be 7 as well. I stuck at work and didn't catch any stream. What's going on? Let me turn this off real quick. That's actually really hard to see. I didn't realize it was that difficult to see. Basically, we're in the infirmary area right now. And we got through the kitchen area. We ridiculed June for being weird, but we still love her anyway. We got into the infirmary area, and I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can figure out where. I'm just trying to figure out if I can narrow down which way the other team went, so that I can potentially meet back up with them, because I think it's most possible that we all escape together, given that the digital root of 1 through 8 is 9, as you told me. Yeah, we smacked dry ice with frozen chicken and it broke my brain. Actually, that was a point of order that upset me greatly. because why the fuck? You're trying to figure out what? I was just trying to figure out, because we've gotten to the point where we know that the other team that went through the 5 door has been through and has been in this area. I'm trying to figure out if there's a specific door that they went through over here, or that they could have gone through over here. Currently, it's not my efforts have been fruitless. They have 1, 2, 4, 7, and that's it. Which means their digital root is 5. If they did 1 and 2, they could have gone through 3, and then 4 and 7, they would have not been able to. Oh, you're trying to figure out if they went through 7 or 8 or whatever door already. Yeah. I'm sure I'm just getting ahead of myself, and it probably like gets broken down in the story, but I wanted to prove I didn't necessarily want to prove that I can do the math, but it's just like I get ahead of may I offer a helpful suggestion. Absolutely, Veli. Just keep playing. Gotcha. Yeah. I like the moments where I'm like, oh, let me figure this out, and then the game tells me afterwards, because it's like I wasted that time doing it, but like I also was able to just do it myself.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Junpei headed towards the doors, weaving his way in between the beds. Started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he reached door 8. Nothing. Nothing. Thank you, 8. I agree.
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the nonary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You're right.
But this one...
There's nothing on it.
Yeah, for a suggestion, tread carefully, Rosu.
Right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. Get good, kid. Yeah, I would try. Also, I hope your day's going well, Veli. Pulled at the lever, and still it did nothing. As soon as they soon discovered, it wasn't the only red for door 8 that was only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it.
Numbers.
They're broken.
What does it mean?
Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
They spun around to see Snake! But it was more than just Snake. Ace!
Ace,
7!
Clover,
and
7.
Clover. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who'd opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Not this blind fuck. After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through, how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile, almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. No, thought Junpei. Perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no. The 9th man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the 9th man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive. I'm just spending a bunch of time trying to figure out who went through these new doors already.
There you have it. Our half of the story.
Listen, Veli, I overthink things a lot, okay? His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought, then
Okay,
he spoke.
let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
Well, Snake, I wouldn't have expected you to find us by sight. Sorry.
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom.
That right there?
I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
It's probably a USB device. Imagine recapping everything while being under a 9-hour time limit. I got you. So there's a very long hallway and only 2 of the doors were open. The rooms were mirrors of each other, and one of them had a painting and the other one had parts of a painting. We found the different parts of the painting, we put it together. Then the old lady talked about quantum entanglement or something for morphic resonance by Robert Sheldrake for a bit. And then we were like, cool, but there's a key though, thanks. Also, she's not actually an old lady. It's fine. I'm just being. She's not that old. I know. I'm hamming it up for the. I'm saying it as if Santa's recalling it. So we opened the door. We saw it great, but there was an unlocked door. So we went in. There was a kitchen. We found basically nothing, and then we found the most overpowered material in the universe, frozen chicken wing, and destroyed some dry ice with it because we got trapped in a freezer. Once we got out of the freezer, we found a key card under an oven, and then we opened the door and came here. Bam. That was like 2 minutes.
Well, this isn't good.
Chicken wing OP. Why are you skipping the part where you and June went to the bathroom and bedroom? Because I'm recalling the story from Santa's perspective. Because they don't need to know about the part where me and June went to the bathroom in the bedroom. That's not important. Oh, don't worry. He saw you two going there. No, he was in a different room. He was in a completely different room, Valley.
If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
The symbol of Jupiter. We'll see if you say the same thing when you get to the end of the game. Oh, I can't actually look at my items right now. That's kind of lame.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room?
Yeah, asking the real questions, Junpei. What the fuck is happening?
I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Of all the people, it was 7 who answered, with calm confidence. Someone tells me not to trust the eyewitness account of the blind man.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship.
I mean, but it's the Titanic, though.
Chances are it's the Gigantic.
But it's the Titanic,
The
though.
Gigantic?
Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this gigantic?
It's the Titanic, though. 7 knit his brows for a moment, and then began
The
to
Gigantic.
explain.
She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century.
That wasn't the name of the sister ship. I wasn't a Titanic nerd. Yeah, the Olympic and the Britannic. There was no Gigantic.
Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched.
Yeah, so this is the Olympic. After the Titanic sank, the Olympic was used to help with investigations into the disaster, made changes to its lifeboats, watertight bulkheads, and hull. Also served in World War I as a transport ship for soldiers. You're right, Kuma. Silly me. I'm sorry, guys. It is the Gigantic, the time-traveling ghost ship, made by John Elizabeth Winstead. I know that's not his name. It's like John Edward Stead or something. So I don't think his first name's John.
The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk.
I think this is all fake. I don't think. No. Yeah, no, this is not not fake. It's the time-traveling ghost ship with the adamantine chick. You're right.
What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gordain bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking.
Everyone learned that in the history class. I was falling asleep in history class, I'll be honest.
That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic.
And maybe this is Zero.
Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself.
What was his name? Lord Gordain?
Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, but the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gordain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Do you think he just keeps like a history book tucked into his little pocket here?
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
What else does he have to go off of, Lotus? Why are you being like this?
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth. Lotus sighed and shook her
I guess
head.
your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange.
Yeah.
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next question.
Was I the only one that didn't know?
Well, short-term memory versus long-term memory,
Why?
maybe, or something?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment, a bell began to ring from far away.
A bell?
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11, 12.
Saved by the bell.
12.
Okay, but why would I be embarrassed about the fact that you guys didn't tell me this information? So it's been
It's
3
midnight.
hours? Or 6 hours?
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
Okay, it's been 3
We
hours.
don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean find? How
Because
on
it's
earth do you
very
propose
duh,
we do
we
that?
all knew that moment. But I didn't because I wasn't there. So why would I continue to be embarrassed if he's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Why is that not match?
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Shame on you for not being part of the collective. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I'm the only one that they know the real name of, I guess.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
Again, that is not what he said.
There are 48 other rooms?
Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly.
Maybe?
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
I'd like to search the area with June. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
Yes, waste a whole hour. Details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. I mean, how else are we supposed to... Like, they searched the whole big room. These are the only other rooms that there are. However,